federal safety net with deposit insurance, then you want to be pretty sure that it's a safe and sound activity. So, we're not against innovation, and we certainly don't want to take actions that would cause banks to terminate customers who are perfectly legal. So our role with Bitcoin really is to look at, with crypto, really is to look at the banks, and we think it's, banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound. A good number of our banks that we regulate and supervise do that. The threshold has been a little higher for banks engaging in crypto activities, and that's because they're so new, and we don't want to make the mistake. If you're making a choice to conduct that activity inside a bank, which is inside the federal safety net with deposit insurance, then you want to be pretty sure that it's a safe and sound activity. So, we're not against innovation, and we certainly don't want to take actions that would cause banks to terminate customers who are perfectly legal.
Yes, there's already a lot of Bitcoin ETFs, not so many with some of these other tokens like Solana, Ethereum. You expect that to come this year?
I think that Morgan Stanley, being the first big U.S. bank to take this step to file to launch its own ETFs, is a huge endorsement. So we've started to see this comeback of institutional cash just in the first few trading days of the year. Finally, the surge in spot Bitcoin ETFs, which were net outflows for the last few months of 2025. And what this really signals is that Morgan Stanley, for one, has been the most progressive. They put out their 15,000 FAs pitching spot Bitcoin ETFs back in August 2024 when it was a much less popular trade. And now you're seeing BlackRock's IBIT accounting for the vast majority of the cash that's parked in those spot Bitcoin ETFs. And if I'm Morgan Stanley, I'm thinking, why not offer it myself? And they're also, through their brokerage, E-Trade, going to let customers directly trade and hold the assets themselves as well.
So they had their FAs, their retail stockbrokers, essentially, recommending Bitcoin, spot Bitcoin, to their clients.
That's a subset. So to clients that had a net worth north of 1.5 million, they were specifically pitching BlackRock and Fidelity's funds back then. And they were first movers.
I don't know whether that's scary.
You're claiming that right now, the brethren of Bitcoin, which I would say would be most likely ETH, and a lot of the altcoins that nest up underneath Bitcoin, typically when it goes up, those altcoins go with it. We've witnessed that just over the last 3 days. Those are the ones you say are potentially in for lower performance versus these. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely. I agree that ETH will probably follow Bitcoin down. A lot of the Bitcoin-like tokens, which include privacy coins, by the way, they'll either follow Bitcoin down or they'll diverge as privacy. I do think that, Monero, Zcash, Litecoin, all of those all have either full privacy or they have privacy components. So they could diverge. They should diverge. Will they actually? I don't know. I'm waiting to see. But I am really focused on the theme of the year, and that is tokenization, and anything that's building really new, unique tokenization should fall into that category. And that does include Hedera, includes XRP Ledger, it includes Sol, Sui, Say, Injective. Those are all chains that we really like for that. So we'll see what happens there.
This is JMP Token. This is to show that when Solana goes up, also JMP Token goes up. So Bitcoin goes up to 1 million, this one goes up too, because they're all attached to it. JMP is attached to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. So when all those coins goes up, JMP follows. It is paired with 3 major cryptos. When Bitcoin becomes 1 million, you can imagine how much JMP goes up. Ethereum goes 100,000. Just use your imagination. Solana goes up to 10,000. it will go up. So it's all programmed to follow what the major cryptocurrency is trending. Goes up with them.